Welcome to my smoke tutorial on Mirage. We're going to be going over how to execute A with 3 simple smokes.
Laying down
We're also
smoke.
going to go over
Smoke.
the window smokes, from
Throwing
T-spawn,
smoke.
and a few one-ways.
Throwing smoke.
As you can see, what you want to do in an execute is smoke off Mirage. Well, actually not Mirage, CT. Jungle, connector, and stairs. So this smoke right here is a jump throw smoke. So you're going to want to hit your jump throw bind whenever you line up your smoke.
Laying down
This
smoke.
is going to perfectly smoke off CT, so there's no gap. They can't jump up on ticket and get a view onto a ramp. Unfortunately, that smoke does not work as well on 64 tick because it will not block off
Smoke.
anyone jumping up on ticket. On 128 tick it works great though. As you can see, this smoke is a bit better on 64 tick. On 128 tick it should do as well. You just gotta keep in mind they can mess you up if you're playing, like, for example, ESEA or any competitive environment type of game.
Smoke.
Or server rather. That smoke is only for 64 tick. As you can see, on 128 tick the smoke flies a bit further, so it lands on top of ticket, and then the enemy can just rain down bullets on your team. A connector smoke is really great to have for teammates that are Palace, because without that, some kid can just sit on a head glitch
Laying down smoke.
stairs and just destroy your team, or even connector with a knock. Just pick off kids in Palace, which is not the greatest way to start out a round. Now, this is probably one of my favorite smokes because it blocks off connector and jungle with a single smoke. And to do that, you're gonna sit right there, praying right above that. Alright, but the only problem with this smoke is if someone sits right against the stairs, he can see a gap and try to shoot your team as they get onto site. It's not a huge problem, but if you want, you can try to tweak the smoke or try aiming slightly higher, to correct that gap. Alright, now I'm just gonna do a quick A execute to show you guys how it would look if you guys hit all the smokes. What's great about this is you got 3 major angles / points where the CT side will be. So their team can't really help anyone that's on site currently. So you're basically gonna overwhelm anyone that's, let's say, under Palace or triple. If you want, you can even like throw molotovs from Palace to really clear out certain angles. You need to re-smoke CT later in the round. You're gonna sit up against that and throw it off that while aiming at the window. Perfectly smoke it off. This is great for even late round situations once the bomb's planted, so you hold off the CT side a bit longer. Now we're gonna go into a few different Mirage window smokes, all with different success rates, and there's a clear one that I think is the best option. So that smoke right there is a quicker way to throw the mid smoke. However, I did not aim high enough above the little dot. I'm gonna re-smoke it again, and this time it should be correct.
Laying down smoke.
It's quick, but there's also a reason why you shouldn't do it, and that's because of this awesome one way you give the CT side. I think most of the time the CT player is going to rotate, assuming it's fully blocked off, but some of them like to investigate. This smoke is probably the hardest smoke I've seen on Mirage because it requires
Throwing
timing
smoke.
and extreme precision so that you don't hit a building. You gotta angle it correctly, but it's kind of a smoke that you're basically winging in a way. And the success rate of that smoke is probably like 5 or 6 times. If you throw it, you're gonna hit half of the smokes. This is probably my favorite one that I saw from Trilix, and I've noticed some pros have been using it. And you're gonna crouch right beside the trash can. Aim right there and release right before
Laying
balcony
down
ends.
smoke.
And there's gonna be absolutely no gap. Now I'm gonna show you some mid smokes that you could do later in the round to buy your guys some more time. Line this one up, you're just gonna sit right up against the box. See that little edge? And we're gonna line it up
Laying
with
down smoke.
a flap. I'm just gonna release. It's gonna bounce perfectly straight in the middle. So there's not gonna be a gap to the left or the right. And then for cat, I was just messing around and found this smoke. It's pretty simple. Just get in the other corner to the left against the box. Aim at the tip of the antenna
Throwing smoke.
and release. This is great to stop any cat aggression from the CT side. And they'll have to either wait the smoke out or try to push stupidly past the smoke and get caught off guard by what 3 to 2 or 2 to 3 T players just
Smoke.
out at mid, so he's gonna be outmatched. And this is a simple strategy that I could do. One smokes window, one flashes from mid for the player underpass. Player underpass
down
peeks
smoke.
connector if no one's there. He throws a smoke. That'll block off connector. And then you guys push up cat. You gotta keep in mind there is that little
Deploying
space
flashbang.
that someone could lurk around. They're gonna be easily traded.
Flashbang.
Then once you proceed up cat, you can flash in or do as you please, and then one player could come B apps and pressure the CTs further up B. Now we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do another T smoke, and then I'll show you guys some smokes they can do on CT side. So for this smoke, you're gonna sit in this corner. You're gonna aim at the top left of that
Throwing
building.
smoke.
It's kind of hard to see since I'm playing on 19 only. And that's gonna smoke out cat. Keep in mind, you guys should probably be walking in apps or making sure you're not spotted so that the player cat won't
Deploying
expect
flashbang.
a quick push, so you won't lurk around cat close. You could always flash in and try to pick him off later into the round, in the beginning of the round, if he decides to push through that smoke. Now, for CT side, all the smokes are pretty basic, but I think this is probably the most important one.
Smoke.
You're gonna want to aim a bit to the right, and that's gonna make sure there's no gap in the ramp smoke, and it gives T side very little room to move, so they can't just walk out through the smoke and be a Tetris already. And if they do decide to push, they're dead. So I'm gonna show you two one-way smokes. I'm gonna sit up against that little wooden bench, you could say. Look at
Laying down smoke.
the little dark spot on the ceiling. So land on top of the window, and then if you peek the right corner, you're gonna see a little gap, which is a nice one-way smoke that will make sure. Well, the T's won't shoot at you unless they expect it, since they will have no vision on you. To do this smoke, you just line it up right
Throwing
there.
smoke.
Right click the flash, not the flash, but the smoke. And if you go all the way to the left corner, you're gonna see nice view on the T players pushing at mid, and that smoke is probably the one that varies the most as to whether or not you're gonna be able to get a kill, because if they're pushing fast, they're not gonna be sitting around top mid
Smoke.
pre-aiming connector.
Laying down
Just
smoke.
wanted to re-smoke A ramp and palace to really tell you guys that those are probably the most important smokes on holding off A. And it drives me insane when my team does not smoke it off, because it buys you time to set up, get info, and then your team can rotate off that. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks a lot. J-Rays out. Lol.